There are many stutters out there that report that they have absolutely no stuttering at all if they can sing, if they are singing a song, right? Now, the reason as to why this is actually the case, guys, is because singing is subconsciously already implementing mouth mechanics sometimes anyways, and here's exactly why that's the case. Because the mouth is actually overemphasized, right? It is actually being moved. That first signal is actually executing before the intentionality on saying a word out loud. So this is exactly the same thing that is actually happening with singing as well. Now, something else I will mention is that I have had some experience with freestyling, right? So for me particularly, I still encountered a lot of hard blocks whenever I'm freestyling, to myself, that is, right? So it can be very annoying and frustrating as well. In fact, sometimes I have even had a few freestyles where I would say everything right for 30 seconds, and then afterwards I would have a hard block, and it actually ruined the entire song the entire way through. So for me, I felt very frustrated every time that ended up happening for me. But I will tell you this, that singing / freestyling itself is only going to help you in some instances, and that's why it correlates with the cause of stuttering, okay? Since sometimes subconsciously mouth mechanics is actually being implemented and sometimes it is not being implemented, right? So the intentionality has to come after the mouth actually moves. Now, something else I will mention is that if somebody already has a memorized script that they ended up already practicing over and over and over again, then the brain had already naturally learned how to say that the completely right way, because again, it naturally learned mouth mechanics throughout that entire sentence. And yeah, that is exactly why if somebody fakes an accent, for example, it's the same thing that happens. If somebody fakes an accent of some kind, well, the mouth is actually overemphasized, and now that first signal is actually being executed that much more versus if somebody speaks entirely naturally, entirely normally, right? If someone exaggerates a fake accent, for example, right, then the mouth is actually overemphasized that much more. That signal is being instructed and it is also being executed that many times over, right? So this is exactly why with singing, I can kind of sing a song and I won't even have any issues at all, and I can keep going if I really wanted to, because I know that it will be completely easy for me. See, that is exactly the case, right? Since you end up already having that overemphasis of the mouth movement inside of your mind, it is all entirely subconscious. In fact, the argument is that mouth mechanics is the natural speaking algorithm. If somebody first learns how to speak the completely right way, then for them, mouth mechanics is already being implemented behind the scenes and they haven't even realized it. They have not even noticed it.